2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And you look at Mr. Clutch. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
Those are the starting 10, folks. Watch the All-Star game and the All-Star weekend coming up. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. We've got Mr. Clutch. Oren is out there with Price. Then it's Jones. And for the 76ers, we've got Flash. Is it out there with the Magician? And it's prime time. And it's Dudley in at the point. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. It could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Flash. Pass to Dudley. Kicks to Powell. Here's Flash. Off target from three-point range. Jones looking for an opening. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Pass to Powell. Lets it go with a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Flash. Another three for Philadelphia.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And there's the pass to Warren. Now here's Jones. Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got 5 now.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Magician. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Jones. 23 points for him the last game against Brooklyn.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
Stewart missed inside.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Passes it to Dudley. Here's Flash. 5 on the clock. Here's Powell. Doesn't go that time. Raptors trail by 6. And the Raptors miss again. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And Flash gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Jones. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Dudley. Stewart passes to Jones. There's Mr. Clutch. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. You look at the Magician. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
Now here's Dudley. Really struggled in the loss against Cleveland. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Flash has got 8.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
So timeout called here. The first for Toronto. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, Greg, you cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Chance to check out the numbers for the Wizards. He had a strong showing last season. 1st in rebounding, 6th in blocks, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Now, here is 4. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Here is Cunningham. 9 points last game. From the arc. Hands it from downtown.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is 4. Stewart passes to 4. And he lobs it up toward the rim, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Guarded by Price. The pass to the Wizard. Dishes to Cunningham. And no good that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team. Ford kicks to Samuels. Poked away. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Pass to Endor. Here is Cunningham. Lets it go from deep. Hicks pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Ford. Drains the three-pointer. Ford's got it back down to single digits for the Raptors.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The 76ers with another miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 9. And we'll be back right after this.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Raptors trail by 9. Price outside. Pass to Ford. Price outside. Fires the three. Shot's good by Samuels. Samuels got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Raptors. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Hicks out there with Price. And it's Mr. Clutch, and it's the Beast, and it's Samuels in at the two-guard spot. Ford passes to Hicks. Down low. Here's Stewart. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mr. Clutch has got his first points of the night. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. That's good from Cunningham. The 76ers making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. And then for Toronto, Warren comes in for Price. And Jones subbed in for the Beast. And so Cunningham nails both of them. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Hicks, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And here's Dudley for three. The shot will not fall. Raptors trail by 7. Over in the corner, Warren. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Warren. Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. And you look at Mr. Clutch, second in the league, having an excellent season.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
You know, and even with entire defenses schemed around stopping them, their scoring output always remains high. These fellas are anchors in the post for each of their teams.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Dudley dishes to Cunningham. And that one, good. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the basket by Jones.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Cleveland.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Well, you know this, Greg, because you played in the NBA. You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so. Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
A floater, and he lays it up and in. And now just a 2-point 76ers lead.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Looking here at some numbers for Magician. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's averaging 3 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
It's hauled in by the Raptors. Mr. Clutch has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Flash passes to Powell. The 76ers with another miss.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Offensive rebound. Here's Warren, and again it's Toronto converting.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
The 76ers trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Flash passes to Magician. Just 4 to shoot. And that one is good. Toronto's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 1:25 left in the first half. There's the triple. Poked loose. Toronto's gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
The shot by Powell, no good.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Here's Jones. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 5-point Toronto lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Toronto now. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here's Powell. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. The first quarter was a difficult one for Toronto. They were on their heels immediately, at one point staring at a 12-point deficit in that opening period. In the second quarter, it was a whole new ballgame. Instead of getting pushed around, they were the team dictating the style and the pace and are now 6 points in front. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they faced an all-out aerial assault, bombs everywhere. But they're still in position to win this game. But they were bombed from deep all half long, Ernie. They need to revamp the perimeter approach on defense. They don't need to take everything away, but they got to make it harder.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They've got Powell. Magician is out there with the Wizard. Then there's Flash. And it's Dudley in at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. That's a 2 from Powell. And it's good off the back rim and in. Powell's got his third basket of the night right there. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Jones drives in. No good on the shot. Now the 76ers take it the other way. The Wizard passes to Dudley. Picked him clean. Fast break Toronto. Got a piece of it.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. The Beast, he's checked in for Jones. Guarded by Price. Powell for three. Toronto grabs the miss. Mr. Clutch has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Price, the pass to Warren. Inside, here's Ford. Rebound by Endor. The 76ers trail by 4. Releases. Second chance effort, and it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Cunningham, he's checked in for Powell. The Raptors also with a sub. Samuels checked in. Here is Cunningham, guarded by Ford. Shot clock at 5. Cunningham passes to the Wizard. Second chance shot, and it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Toronto calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Well, you look at B. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
There's Mr. Clutch. Ford kicks to Price. Toronto working the ball around now. Fires it up. And Ford with the basket on the assist by Price. Price has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 4. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Toronto's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Here's Ford. There's the pass to Warren. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Mr. Clutch. Last year, getting it done. 2nd in field goal percentage. 4th in rebounding. And he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become number 1 this time around. Out left to the wing. For the tie. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. In Toronto, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvements here. And he gets the bucket. The 76ers trail by 4. Now the pass to the Wizard. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Here's Mr. Clutch. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. He gets that one.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Cunningham. Misses off the right iron. Raptors leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Hicks. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Ball's knocked loose. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Price. They get it back. Here's Stewart. And the shot goes down. And it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Endor. And nothing is falling for him right now. Hicks kicks to Ford. Shoots from 12. Here's Stewart. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the night here. So both teams changing it up here.
One shot.
The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Flash. 10 points for him. The 76ers with another miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 11. 5 to shoot. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 5. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Toronto ahead as they end the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got Hicks. Also, Mr. Clutch out there. Price is out there with Jones. Knocked away. Clock at 6. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. You think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Dudley the pass to the Wizard. Now here's Powell. G right on him. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Flash. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The leaner. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Yeah, great body control, and no one was around on defense to contest.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Powell for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. To the inside.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's Flash. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Passes it to Hicks. Here's Mr. Clutch. Pass to Jones. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Timeout called, the 76ers. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Magicians checked in for the 76ers. Warren's checked in for Toronto. Now here's Powell. Defense is right there. Jones against Dudley. Clock is at 3. Puts up a 3. And Flash gets it to go. Flash has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Philadelphia.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Outside, Jones. And again, Toronto with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Dudley dishes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Outside Warren. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Warren.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
The 76ers trail by 20. The pass to the Wizard. Dudley with it. Jones covering. Pass to Flash. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And here's Dudley for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Pass to Warren. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Warren with the jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Flash passes to Dudley. Pass to Magician to the left wing. Dudley, the bounce pass. Here's Magician, defended by Jones. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. They could have easily gone quietly, but they fought back so hard.
They really did, and I think it shows a little bit of the character of this group, and that's a testament to them. When things seem to be their most difficult, they have a way of rallying around one another and looking to be at their best.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mr. Clutch.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Here's the Wizard. And that one's drained from the low block. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Jones. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.